The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Complete to open things up. But you look at this defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run for the first time with James Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Bills had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Tank Dell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a foot. Kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Someone's looking looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
From the 20, here's second down and 2. On play action, Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here now, third and a yard. Throwing now is Allen. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
To throw, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's got some space here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Brown on 2nd down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So there the defense denied rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 34. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Back to the ground, this time Cook. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. From the gun, Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Murray changing the play. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Gabriel Davis, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Bills 17. Cardinals 7. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
36-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
On 52. Look out.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
2nd and 10.
Out. Look out.
Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is Hines. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd down and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Cook again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Allen with a throw caught by Diggs, and the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And fights through one man. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Play fake, Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Murray now. This is taken in by McBride. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Murray now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Murray going to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marquise Brown from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen flushed out right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down at a yard. They'll try the middle with Cook. Gets through and now an opening. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 91 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Allen. And this one's incomplete. Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Cook up the gut. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to saw one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Another run for Brown on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Murray's throw caught by Higgins.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This 2nd and 4. Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. He's got this downfield to McBride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's 1st and goal. Murray to air it out again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field. And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket. So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone. Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
and you can drop.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Rolling to his right. That is caught by Dowd. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. A give. This is Cook. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run again on first down, Cook. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They run with Hines. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Buffalo, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.